All right, folks, we are back, and we're going to talk about site searching this time a little bit, and about getting gems and spending them and things like that. Last time we talked a bit about research, but we're also just kind of playing the game too. It's not like a full-fledged guide or anything. And we're just running our god into easy stuff. Look how angry these wolves are. Yes. Go forth, Shaggy. And then we've got a bunch of battles. I don't know if we're going to watch all of them. Oh, here we hit a throne. And I didn't even scout this. I knew this is a really strong force, and it's in cold, and I just want to take it. And you can see these guys are just exceptionally angry. I've got on the very fastest combat speed. It'd take us a while to watch if we watch it on a slower one. But yeah, you can see these guys are just absolute beasts. Is this my prophet? What the hell is he doing up here? What if he dies? Oh my god, he almost died. What an idiot. What is he doing? How did I have him scripted? Messed up my map move on this guy. Oh, normally they don't do that. I think we're gonna put him on spells. Okay, thrones are... Okay, we'll talk about thrones, and then we're gonna talk about gems. That's probably a good segue. Thrones are how you win. They come in 3 levels, level 1, 2, and 3, and they get way harder defenders as they go up in level. And then they give special bonuses. Sometimes they give an additional add-on to your Bless, so your Blessed units get better. Sometimes they give gems. In this case, this one gives gold. And then sometimes, often, they will give you a mage you can recruit. So this is really cool, because normally our nation has no access to fire. So this is going to add a whole nother dimension, kind of, to our nation. So we're going to go ahead and claim this. Check out the other battles real quick. I think they were all successful. And this may be pushing it. I think we're fine. Hold 3, yeah, we're fine. Here we were fine. There we'll be fine. This will be good. We'll close this whole area off for ourselves. This fort is about to finish. We're gonna go back and make sure we have 11 PD everywhere. We've got a ton of money. We need to be getting forts up, but we'll do a lot of that this turn. So to claim a throne, you can either claim a throne with your god, or you can claim a throne with a Holy 3 priest, but you can't do it with anything aside from that. So what you can claim thrones with is pretty limited. And you can, some nations can actually recruit Holy 3s. It's just like a normal unit they can get. Most nations can't. Most nations do not have Holy 3s they can just get arbitrarily. Most nations, it's only going to be your prophet, or like a very special summon. Okay. Now, we have enough money. We're going to go ahead and build some forts here. We're going to build them on our highest population places, because one of the reasons you do that is you get more money. Like, one of the things, if you look at a fort, they have this thing called administration. You're going to get half of this as a percent of bonus income. So this will give us 15% bonus income, which on a big, high population province is kind of nice. We can see these assholes are expanding over here, taking all this land that is rightly the property of Niflheim. We're not very happy. And because expansion's done, our guide is going to switch over to site searching, because there's not a ton more for us to do. We also do probably want to build a commander here and get this forted up. And we may come over here and preach to get our dominion. Oh, we can hit this. Okay, we can totally take this out. Even though it's heat, we can still take that out. It's a kind of easy province. Oh, we got an air mage randomly. That's pretty nice for us. And we're going to come see what's in this throne. We're going to have this monkey come in and just retreat. This is how you see what's in a province. You just send a really low value unit in, Sometimes they die when they retreat, but it's not a huge deal. I think for us in our capital, it's time we start making Nephil Jarls, which we can afford now. And we're researching enchantment too. That's for our god to cast personal regen. And then we're getting alteration. And that's actually all we're going to need for our Nephil Jarls to be very, 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 very beefy boys. And right now our research is 52 a turn, and that's because these guys each do 13 about. So you add that all up and we get 52. And I think that's that for this turn. Now we're way bigger than we would normally be. Part of that's because we don't have, this map's a little not densely populated. Oh my gosh. And a bunch of magic sites. And so we're going to talk about site searching now. So site searching is how you get the magical gems. The magical gold, basically, that's going to fuel all of your spells. The way you do it is you have a mage that has paths in various types. You're going to have them basically do the site search ability. And so you hit space, you pull it up, you click on this, and you can see over here we get this 1 that displays in this province. And any province that we've had somebody site search, we get these numbers pop up. Now, a lot of times you'll site search and not find anything. Here we site searched twice and we found something both times. You can see we site searched up to 7 and we site searched water up to 6. That's because we're water 6, nature 7 for the paths on our god. And the higher you site search, the more types of sites you can find. But there's not really anything higher than 4. And most of the time you only need to search up to 3. So searching with the nature 7, it's wasteful in the sense that you don't get anything extra for the higher stuff. But, it's not worse. You might as well. So anyway, that's basically site searching. Is you want to go around and look for magic sites with mages. And depending on what kind of mages your nation has access to is going to determine what kind of site searching you can do. And if you have a lot of different types of mages, you can potentially have a lot of different types of gems coming in. And what sites are in the game are basically predetermined at the start. So you can site search. It doesn't matter how much you site search or this, that, or the other in a given province. You either find it, there's no randomness to it really. Like the randomness is in a way kind of fake. And that, there was randomness at the beginning to say what sites are there. But once you've site searched something for like 6 water, if there was a water site there, you would have found it. So we don't have to ever worry about site searching this province again for water. Now this province, we've only site searched 1 up to level 1 in air. So if we had an air 3 mage, it may be worth coming back through here and seeing if we can find a higher tier air site. And that's basically manual site searching, is you just have these guys move province to province and looking for things. There's also another way to site search in thaumaturgy, and there's a few spells in here. They're not all in thaumaturgy, but a lot of them are. Like Haruspects, you basically spend nature gems to search for nature, and this will, if there's any nature site, doesn't matter the level, it will find it. There's one for fire, augury. There's one for air, auspex, and there's one for earth, gnome lore. The other ones, the other spells for site searching for sorcery are in conjuration. There's some not for. You have dark knowledge, which is where you search for death. Dark knowledge. For water, this actually is in here too. It's Voice of Apsu. There's also a special one for searching underwater with water called Voice of Tiamat. And then in blood, there's one for searching blood called Bowl of Blood. And for astral, it's an evocation. For astral, if you want to site search remotely, like by casting a spell, it's arcane probing, which is right here, evocation 3. So now, why would you ever want to spend gems to site search instead of walking? Well, if you only have an astral 1 mage, you're only ever going to be able to find astral 1 sites. But if you want to have a chance at finding some of the higher level sites, you may choose to do arcane probing once you start having a few pearls trickle into your economy. So if you cast arcane probing, it's going to be good for two reasons. One is it's going to, like I said, it's going to find all the sites, not just like an astral one site for it, but only astral sites. And two, you're not going to have to waste mage turns walking around, because normally if you're walking around, you walk and then you search, and then you walk and you search. So you only search every 2 turns. But with this, you can basically search every single turn. So you waste a lot less time walking, but it costs gems. It's up to you if you think it's a good idea. And a lot of it depends. I think in general, if you can only do, like, for Astral and Death, I don't know, if you can only site search like a very low level, like level 1, a lot of times it can be worth it to do the full shebang and to go out and do the ritual site searching. So like for us, it would be good to do the air site searching because it's not something we can search super easily. But we haven't really mobilized our site searchers yet, but we will. Anyway, I think that's site searching in a nutshell. And I'm not sure where we're going to go. We seem to have been pretty successful finishing up our expansion. And expansion is now done. Oh, we've hit this throne. Let's see what was here. A bunch of stinking hot garbage. This guy can soul slay. But otherwise, it's mostly stinking hot garbage. I think we just come kill this with this stack. We've claimed this throne already. Oh no, his map move is all hosed up from getting afflicted. Why he ran into combat, I have no idea. I'm gonna preach here for a second. And then we're gonna run down. We're gonna go ahead and build a palisade here. Oh, this would be really good for us. Okay, look at this battle. This is how good Neeple Giants are in cold. There's an entire mob of these guys. And we'll just slowly work our way through you. I think we're gonna, this is, are these both, okay, this is my better party. I think we're gonna send them in here. This isn't actually cold. Pale ones are generally bad units, but in a cave, which is what this province is, they're a little more difficult. I think we'll still chop them up, but I'm worried about it. I'm worried enough, I think we're going to send it. And pale ones normally are bad, but I'm just worried a little bit about being in a cave. Okay, and our fort's done. We're going to start upgrading it. Sadly, I can't really make any units yet. I mean, I can't make any mages. This guy's coming out this turn. I want to see this turn too. We might just be able to get a throne victory in not very long. We'll conquer one nation, I think, before we go ahead and get our throne victory. But I think that's it for this turn. And we're going to kind of scoot through some of this. So he gets to come over here. You get to come over here. Oh, we need to build a fort here also. Atavi. Okay, we're going to move these guys here. We need to go ahead and move Agaija over this way. We've gotten our first Neeple Jarl, and he is a death random. So he's water 3, death 3. And we have just finished enchantment too. That's going to allow us to do Breath of Winter, which I can't remember if it stacks with Neefle Giants. I'm suspicious it might. Always not a ton of good stuff for us. Barbarian's normally very scary, but versus a bunch of Neefle Giants, they're not. It's not going to matter. Will not save you. I've got them on hold and attack. The hold and attack is to make sure the blessing gets off on all of them. Don't know if I ever mentioned that, but... Okay. He's going over this way. We need to send all of our Gaijas out to different spots in the world to go build all of our labs. Which is going to sadly shut down research. But our research is going to go crazy once we have all these forts up. The yin and the yang. And I think that will be this turn. You can see turns are pretty quick when you're not sitting there kind of running your mouth too much. So Formoria has declared war against me, which would be interesting. Pool of Perpetual Night. So I guess we go conquer Formoria. Now that Formoria has declared war, the first thing is that we have to protect our forts that are going up. And it's really nice they declared war before they actually attacked us. So here are the barbarians. We've been delaying taking this province because we're a little worried. But one thing you'll notice is they fall asleep real fast. This guy's already at 86 fatigue, and they just made contact. And like I mentioned last time, once they hit 100 fatigue, that is it for them. So already at 157. So what happens when you don't have cold resistance? Okay. Formoria, Formoria, Formoria. I don't really know where they're going to attack. They don't have a lot of guys on our border. I want to go through and make sure we're up. Formoria is an air nation, so they can do Call of the Winds, and it's not normally a spell you have to worry about, but the AI just loves casting it. To their own detriment, really. But if you don't have PD in places, it is annoying. An 11 PD will normally give Call to Winds a pretty good run for its money. We're going to go ahead and build a palisade here. And we have cleared this out. So these guys, actually, the reason I wanted to come over here was to come over here and build a lab and a temple. This was kind of blocking. It was jamming it all up. We're going to go unjam it. We're going to send in Shaggy. We're just going to put all these guys here, and we're going to have them just on attack closest. I'm going to pull these guys out of it so they are less likely to die. Because I don't think we really need them. Like Gift of the Hair, and then I want to do Breath of Winter. Okay. And we're going to start building a labs. Now, labs, I haven't really talked about labs. So when you start in your capital, you get, you start with a fort, a lab, and a temple. Labs allow you to basically recruit mages. Temples allow you to recruit priests. And if you have a unit that's a mage and a priest, you need both of them. So a lot, like our Gaijas are not sacred. They're not holy, so they're not priests. We only need a lab to recruit Gaijas. Our priest dudes, we would only need a temple for, but our Scrotty are mages and priests, so we would need both. And our Neeple Jarls, you can only build in your capital, so it doesn't matter. So anyway, you also kind of want to have temples to spread your dominion, which is what gives us these, it's going to control the temperature scales, which is really important for us, and it's going to push our other scales everywhere. So, you know, that's that. I think we're actually okay. These guys are pretty beefy. we're actually okay to kill these Jade Amazons. Jade Amazons are a little tricky. They get a charge, they have kind of high defense, but I think we're just going to freeze them to death. And we're going to go ahead and build a lab here. We're going to site search here. Oh, this we are... Okay, we're going to go ahead and start building a fort here. These guys are looking not very happy with us. We're going to go ahead and up our PD here to 21. I don't really want to have a fight break out with Lanka or with these guys before we kill Formoria, and we'll probably have won the game by then. Up our PD here a little bit. Okay. And we've claimed this throne, I believe. So we're also... Okay, I don't have another mage. Once I get another mage, we'll send them over here to build a lab. I probably... I think we're okay. I don't see where they're going to attack me. But they could be map move too, and then go multiple provinces and hit me. But we'll see. For now, we're just going to take this that province and be done with it. And we don't really have any people out site searching. We're going to have our Gaijas who just went to build labs. They're all about to site search the province they built the lab in. It's kind of funny. Formoria declared war and then didn't attack. It didn't even really have units in position to attack. This is a kind of good fight here versus the Jade Amazons. Yeah, these Nephil Giants are just disrespecting them. We haven't really looked at their stats in Cold 3. Well, this guy's kind of harassed down. Harass penalty of 3 and still 17 defense. Feels okay, man. Yeah. Absolutely disrespecting these guys. Oh, and the throne battle. Now, there are ways to counter giants, too. Like, this may seem, like, completely overpowered. In a multiplayer game, players are going to do things that giants aren't very good against. Like, give them lots of little small wimpy targets to fight, where the fact that they hit for 30 damage doesn't matter, because the guys they're fighting have, like, 3 HP. Or do things that do huge amounts of damage to one unit, like Soul Slay or stuff like that. So, there's definitely counters to giants. But they're pretty good against independents a lot of times. And this guy, he's kind of worn out his welcome. I'm kind of feeling like we need to... I guess he's fine. It's kind of feeling like we need to let him go his own way. We're going to send this priest over here to build a temple. And then we're going to have this guy come over here and conquer Formoria. And we need to figure out where they're going to attack. Position our guys there. So they're probably going to attack here, and because we're fighting the AI, we're going to go ahead and put a lot of PD here. And that should do a pretty good job thwarting them. Because they're going to be attacking us with not much. And the AI is actually not getting huge bonuses. Just an itch. Okay. They're not actually getting huge bonuses to gold, so we're probably making more money than they are. They are getting a small bonus. Or not small, but, you know, they're getting some. Oh, we actually don't need to put as much PD here, which will give me money to build a lab. What turn is it? It's turn 16, and we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Who knows? We're a lot. We're like 40 provinces. which is not super duper. I mean, it's huge, but it's not wild in the sense that, like, oh my god, I can't even believe that happened. It's kind of a normal thing. We actually don't even need 30. We're going to go down to 20 here. I'm going to try to save some money. So I want to upgrade this. This we're actually going to need 35. Swordsman and slingers, we only need 10 here, actually. 11's fine. Okay, that gives us enough money to upgrade this fort. I say that and then it doesn't. I forget that it's extra expensive for giants. Okay. Well, now we have enough. We're going to keep moving around and site searching. We're actually going to site search here first, I think, with our god. We're going to have you hang tight. You guys are moving out. We need to... Okay, this fort's done. We're going to site search with this guy. I want to build a lab and temple, but we can't do that quite yet. And here we built our lab. We're going to site search. And we may get it. This is a pretty bad group of guys. If they run here, I want to have a bit more PD. If they run... There's a chance that's enough to kill one of my PD things here. We'll see. I think we'll do this last turn, and then this will be the turn for the episode. Okay, we found a Banefire Brazier, Graveyard of the Damned, and then we found a bunch of sites. Okay. They attack us here. And we have a bunch of PD. And they just have normal units. They don't have anything special, so they're all going to die. But you can see some of our PD had really low morale, and they ran. We have kind of... wasn't great PD. Marverni took out those Crystal Amazons we kind of wanted. And now, Formoria has finally decided to respect me, and is sending in a bunch of Fomorian giants. Now, these guys are serious. Not this Mickey Mousing around crap that they've been doing before. Fortunately... Oh, yes. Fortunately, we can send these guys in. And we are going to do Blessing, 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 and then Breath of Winter, and then... I think we're just going to attack after this. And in case they attack over here, we're going to move these guys, and they will support. I'm going to put them at the front in front of PD, because they're big and beefy. And a Shaggy Dog has found... He's found a few sites. What I'd kind of like to do is get these underwater provinces, but I need to get... I can't remember... Yeah, we got to make a ring of water breathing. So I'm going to go ahead and add construction 2 to our queue. This is going to allow us to make a ring of water breathing so we can go underwater. There's another throne over here we kind of want to get. Oh... We can take this out. Okay, for hitting this up... Wait, did we claim this throne? I don't think we did. Throne of Bureaucracy. Claim it. We have a ton of money. We're going to go ahead and build a lab. Here we're going to start recruiting Gaija. And we've got this guy to start building a temple, and we have this guy who's going to upgrade a fort. I haven't really talked much about fort upgrades. When you start off, you get a level 1 fort, and that's actually, it's just going to open up recruitment for the nation. And normally, if you recruit in a normal province that you conquer, you're only going to get independent types, which is like usually garbage troops. Once you build a fort, you get access to your national troops. Now, you may have to build a lab or a temple to get some of these mages or priests ungrayed out. But you'll have access to the base troop line. And then to get a mage, normally mages cost 3 commander points. You can look at the bottom, you see 2 commander points. Normally mages cost 2 commander points. To get one mage, if you only have a palisade, normally it's going to take you 2 turns. So you usually want to upgrade your fort to a level 2 fort, because a level 2 fort is going to give you a bonus commander point per turn. And what that basically is going to mean is normally once you build the fort and then you build the level 2 fort, you get 2 commander points a turn or 1 mage a turn, which is normally what you want. And coming down here, we've got a lab, but I can't, this thing's not done. We're going to go ahead and build a temple down here too. We're going to site search because I haven't done that here. Here we've got a lab already set up, so we're going to go ahead and start recruiting Gaija. We're going to put on repeat recruitment. Same deal, we got this fort coming up. We're going to go ahead and site search with her. Site search with you. Here we can also start getting Gaija. And we have also site search, so we're going to go ahead and set her to research. We could have her run around and do site searching, but I don't know if we're going to do that. And they could attack here. They've got 20 heavy infantry. We might bump this PD up a little bit to like 21. And I'm feeling very good about all of this. I think next episode, we're going to get some of our basic research. We'll probably start talking about thugging and super combating next episode. So tune in for that, and I will see you guys then. Cheers.